Go.
Okay, this is Wednesday, September 3rd, 2014. This is the day I've had today. I got up early because I had a dental appointment at Community Health Net. They're currently at 16th and Peach, but they're normally on 29th and State. Now, I went there and I had a tooth filling had to be done. Now, one time I went there, they did a silver filling in the bottom jaw here, and they didn't tell me they were going to do a silver filling. I mean, this is the 21st century. I didn't know they had such a thing as silver fillings anymore. So, okay, they got me once. The second time I went there for a filling, I asked them, are you going to do a white filling? And they go, oh yeah, it's closer to the front, so we'll do a white filling. So, okay, there's no problem with that one. So today, I went for the third filling. And I said, okay, I want a white filling. I don't like the look of the silver filling. It just doesn't look right, you know. And dental, to a large extent, is cosmetic. So you want it to look right. And they told me, well, you know, some insurances won't pay for a white filling if it's towards the back of the mouth. And I go, well, I'm a self-pay, really. And so they go, okay, well, hold on, we'll look. They come back and they go, well, yeah, you're on the sliding scale. You pay $25, but the state picks up the rest of it, and the state won't pay for a white filling for the back. I go, okay, fine, I understand that. I will just pay for it then. I will just pay for the whole thing myself. And they go, well, we can't do that. We still have to follow the state guidelines. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm paying for this. I will pay the full amount. Well, the state would consider that fraud if we did that. I'm like, fine. Nothing's going to get done today. I took off my bib and my glasses and just walked out. So I'm like, okay.
I should send this to Alex Jones.
So I'm like, okay, fine.
Or Jesse Ventura.
But anyways, then, now this is the weird part. Somebody took me aside before I actually left and said, why do you call back every month or so because our policies change? That made no sense to me whatsoever. In my mind, I still cannot understand why that was ever said to me.
I think they wanted to chip you.
Yeah, what Jim just said back there is the only thing that makes sense. I know that's big time conspiracy theory, but it's the only thing that actually makes sense.
Or they wanted to put a tracking device in your mouth.
Which is basically the same thing as chipping.
The only way they could do it is with a certain material, and you wanted the other one.
Right. Nothing else made sense. Because remember, I volunteered to pay for this thing myself, and they wouldn't do it. So anyways, okay. All right. One thing bad today. So I went over to St. Vincent Hospital because recently I had what I believe was an attack of pneumonia. And my doctor ordered x-rays, but I don't have insurance. And she said, well, you know, go to St. Vincent and they'll do like a charity thing and you'll get your x-ray. But when I got my x-ray, they told me, well, in order to do the charity thing, you have to be a rejection letter. You have to get a rejection letter from Medicaid, state Medicaid. So I had my state Medicaid rejection letter today. I went over there and said, okay, here's my state rejection for Medicaid. Can I sign up for the charity care because of my x-ray, which was $191 for x-rays, 2 x-rays. They go, okay, fine, but now we need your check stubs for your last 4 to 6 check stubs, your pay stubs, excuse me. Your pay stubs, your last 4 to 6 pay stubs we need. I go, well, you do realize in order to get my rejection letter from Medicaid, I needed to give them my pay stubs. And even though I never received, and even though I wrote on those check stubs, please return, I never got my check stubs back. They have them. And the woman at St. Vincent said, well, you know, you need those in order to get charity care. So I'm thinking in my mind, okay, this is twice today the government stepped in to screw me over, including one time when I was willing to pay everything on my own.
Yeah.
So then I call my parents and say, okay, I want to go over to my friend Jim and help him fix his roof. My mom says, okay, where are you? I'm at St. Vincent's, we'll come get you. 15 minutes, well, about 10 minutes later, my mom calls
15.
me. My mom calls me, the car won't start. The car won't start. Okay. Wake up Dad, because Dad was sleeping. See if he can get the car to start. Because, you know, my mom has dementia.
He was sleeping after noon?
He's 81. He sleeps, okay?
Okay,
but anyways.
good point.
So then my mom goes, wakes up my dad, and they call me back a few minutes later. No, Dad can't get the car to start either.
Boy, he was sleeping. That makes sense.
Okay. So then, like, how are you gonna get home? Well, I will just walk home from St. Vincent Hospital then, and I'll just won't go to Jim's.
6 minutes.
So as I'm walking home, I realize, well, I can go buy a token for the bus. I go buy the token for the bus. 5 minutes or so after I buy the token for the bus, Jim calls me. Oh, Richard's here. We can come and pick you up.
Sorry.
All right, fine.
Just keep the token for something else.
Yeah, fine.
It's only $1, dude.
So anyways, this has been my day today. And this is why I am so intoxicated.
Well, not yet, but close.
Yeah.
You've
Okay.
only had, what, 7?
Yeah. Okay, that's my rant for the day.
All right. I press the...
Yeah, break my camera now.
I'm drunk. What do you want? Wait, which way does it go? Okay, I press the red button to shut it off?
No.